This place is beautiful. I'm glad Chris told me about this Next Generation course. I really can't wait to find out what's involved in it. What is the Next Generation programme all about?
It's a chance to bring together some of the up-and-coming stars of European whitewater paddling and share what we know as G17 coaches with them.
How is this course unique?
What we try to do is recognise that everyone on the course has done a significant amount of decent whitewater. They've been all over Europe, potentially Americas, maybe Asia, and what we want to do is to help them explore their beliefs on how good kayakers are developed, how they're made, how they come about. So what we try to do is get them to reflect on their experiences, to kind of have these beliefs on how kayakers become good. And then the unique aspect of the course is to try and turn that into, or help them in a personalised way, create a coaching practice that's built on that belief.
What will I come away with?
I hope you'll come away with a really greater insight into the coaching practice that you want to do. I don't want you to come away with just, okay, this is how Chris does it, this is how I want to do it, or Simon or Debs. I want for you to have a really good idea on the direction you want to take, the way you want to present yourself that is unique to you.
I can't wait to go paddling on the Socha River.
The Socha is an ideal training location. The river is in a beautiful setting. There are multiple stretches, so we can use the right environment to deliver the kind of what we want for the teaching of that session. The upper part, in the third canyon, is a little bit smaller, a little bit steeper, and it really requires some precision kayaking. It allows us to play with some real fundamentals of how kayaking works. At the slalom site, we find some real compressed rapids that really test the paddler's ability, and we can really build some confidence by running it multiple times, and some robustness within their skills. And my favourite, lower down, is Etona, and by this point the river has picked up quite some volume, and it's really quite wide, so you can really build big lateral momentum. There are multiple ways around the same rapids, there's lots of choice, lots of decision making, and it's just a fantastic bit of whitewater in beautiful setting as you come down to Kobarid.
In London? London? Is this after Lee Valley?
That we will.
Ja, von Essen.
Yeah.
So Matt, how was the session for you?
I had loads of fun actually. We decided to stop at the top of a rapid, hop out, and I used the environment and got the guys to pick their own lines. And from that, like, the highlight was about attainment points and features and how that we can engage in features and use them to our advantage. The feedback was great, and it really highlighted people's perceptions.
Okay, good. Yeah, I like the way that you orientated the session towards the individuals to choose what they should do rather than kind of determine your own idea upon them. So I really like this, and I think for me there's a lot of value that comes from that in their learning, because they can choose what they engage with. They have to think more. The motivation then becomes intrinsically from them, and I think it's a lot more powerful session probably. So yeah, it was awesome.
For me, one of the greatest parts was listening to their feedback and the positive comments from their feedback, and helping them realise maybe something that they haven't thought about, and looking at each individual in that case.
Mm-hmm. That was good. I also like the way that you got them to use features. So I think one thing we become kind of almost a little bit blocked into sometimes is just to use eddies and rocks. And what you did was actually start to use water features, so diagonal waves, spaces of kind of slacker, slower water where people could pull in. And it was really nice because you kind of opened their mind to other possibilities in the rapid, rather than just one straight line in, or just an S move. You start to kind of maybe be able to type right across the river on a lateral, or turn on the top of it. It suddenly, it opens up a lot more playful options in the river. Really makes kayaking way more fun.
That came from some sessions we did earlier in the week, to do with experiential learning, taking ownership of your learning, and individualization. So I included that into my session to try and structure it a little bit.
No, it was great. It was well done. You should be happy.
Thanks.